Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series for Europa Universalis IV. It has been 5 years, believe it or not, since I have played this game on this channel, which is also probably the last time I played this game at all, because I don't usually play a lot of games if I'm not recording the sessions themselves. So it's been a while, and there's been a lot of DLC and other things like that. I do have all of the DLC downloaded, installed, all that set up. I actually just went with the $5 a month plan that they've got, which is a pretty good idea if you ask me, to be able to get all that DLC ready and available. You guys already know which nation we're going to be playing as from the thumbnail, but yeah, we're going to be playing as the Navajo. I don't know why. I played CK3 as like a very easy nation, well, relatively easy, with our run with Ireland, although in the end it didn't go so well, did it? But as far as EU4, I've played as an Asian nation before. I've played as Brittany, so a European nation before. I was like, you know what? I've kind of always wanted to try out one of these Native American nations or something like that and just try to go that route and just see what happens. I don't think it's going to be an easy game, but it might be kind of fun and just different and unique. So we're going to try that out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, here we are in game. We're going to read over some of these things about the tribe of Navajo here in the year 1444. But before I get into that, please, if you do like these types of videos and want to see more of them, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know when these videos and others go live. And if you want, feel free to become a channel member. There's different tiers of the channel membership available. And it definitely helps out the channel a lot. Also, again, please feel free to comment below as well, and I will definitely try to reply to any comments that I can. But let's go ahead and get right into this. As you can see, there's a lot of DLC now. A lot of DLC. I think the last time I played... Now, I know I played Mandate of Heaven, because that was my Asian game. And then I think I played Cradle... No, I think I might have even played all the way to Dharma. Maybe? Or Cradle Civilization. One of these two, something like that. Somewhere in this area was the last time I played. So there's been several DLCs since then, and the most recent one being Domination, which I think came out just a month or two ago. Not very recent. So they are still updating this game pretty readily. Again, it's been a while, and there's probably a lot of new stuff, so I'm probably going to have to learn as we go. This is probably my favorite Paradox game, which is kind of unexplainable why I haven't played it in 5 years. Life gets crazy, guys. Life gets crazy. But I have played a game as a native nation before, on my own time, like on my own kind of running around having some fun with it. But I haven't put one on video as far as I remember. I don't think so. I think I double checked and didn't see anything like that. So this will be new. Plus with all the different changes, we're gonna just have some fun learning this, hopefully. All right, country. The Navajo tribes. Recent years have seen the rise of the Aztec Triple Alliance in the Valley of Mexico. So we got the Aztecs to the south. We have, while the Tarascan Empire has similarly started to expand their dominion in the west. Further east, the Yucatan Peninsula is home to the fractured remains of the Mayan Empire and the recently collapsed League of Mayapan. I also know that as part of the lead up, one of the tribes that you can select on this side of the world, or I should say, you select. I know there's the Cherokee. There is the Mohawk tribe up in the northeast. There are... I forget which tribe it's called, but it's the one that eventually becomes like the Incans down in South America. So there's some rise of some pretty big nations potentially here, but whether or not the Navajo here become big or not, I guess it's up to us. There is a specific reason why I picked the Navajo, and I'll go over that here in just a minute. Religion. We are a totemist faith, which gives the following modifiers. I think just about all of the native nations are totemists, so I think that's pretty spread across everything. We do have less national unrest, and we have a little bit more tolerance of the truth faith. Totemist countries are led by rulers which have only one ruler personality. However, upon death of the ruler, the personality becomes available to the country as an ancestor, which can be picked up later for a permanent bonus at the cost of diplomatic power. Up to 10 ancestors can be chosen. Totemism is the dominant native faith of North America, so that makes sense. So all the different nations that we run into before the Europeans come over will be of our faith. But that's pretty cool about the ancestor thing. I don't remember that from the last time I played these guys, or played one of the native tribes. Navajo is a native tribe. Tribes are ruled by a chief for life. Once a chief dies, another will be appointed without any negative effects. That's pretty good. A native council rules Navajo. Do we get to see anything about that by any chance? I don't see that. This means that we can migrate from province to province over time to seek a better home for our tribe. We also have access to native advancements that allow us to advance our society in various ways before the arrival of the Europeans. Once all native advancements have been undertaken, we can reform our society by bordering a more advanced country. We will then adopt their technology and their institutions. So we can adopt stuff from one of the European countries once they come over. All governments use government reforms. These reforms gradually add distinctive bonuses to a government over the course of a game. Reforms are unlocked by the accumulation of reform progress points, which are passively gained at the rate determined by the average autonomy level of your provinces. Which I think, yeah, so all governments. So I think that's even the European governments and all those other ones have that type of thing now too. Environment. North America starts out in a relative isolation from the rest of the world. This is not something that will last forever. In time, European colonialists will appear, and you may find yourself overwhelmed by their superior technology unless you have sufficiently prepared for it. So in theory, that does imply that there is a way to sufficiently prepare for this. We shall see. Here's our native something. This is our Federation advancements. Okay. We're not currently part of a Federation, so I guess none of these are relevant to us at the moment. We do have several other native tribes nearby, so I wonder if that's becoming a Federation is something that is an option for us at some point. What are these purple outlines? It's interesting. Oh, tribal land of Wichita. Oh, we get to see all the tribal lands of different. Okay, so this is the tribal land of the Navajo is over here. Part of the reason why I picked the Navajo is because in real life, I currently live right around in here somewhere. I live in the middle of the United States, more or less, near the mountains. Very nice, very beautiful. And I was like, you know what? Navajo's about the closest, kind of big name, nation that I can see over here. That would be kind of fun to play as. Like I said, I have played as the Caddo over here before. And then I think that's the only one I've played as before. Of course, we do have, like I said, it's interesting that we can see all of North America. It's a little surprising, but feels like our little nation over here would not have knowledge of all of this stuff at this point in time. Like I said, the other nation we could have played as is the Mohawk nation here, which I guess becomes, I think they're on the verge of becoming a federation over there, or have already become one. I'm not sure exactly. One of the big reasons why I picked the Navajo, and I thought that was kind of cool. If I can find it, if we go to, what am I looking for? Military. I don't want to actually spend the money. And it doesn't say right here. Okay. Well, before I actually selected the Navajo, it did tell me that the Navajo are able to recruit female generals, which I actually thought was pretty cool. I don't know. Progressive. Why not? Way back in time. But no, I just thought it was cool. Why not? I like the idea that we can recruit female generals. I think that's pretty awesome. All right. So I do think one of the restrictions of our nation, at least it was when I played the Caddo game, is that you can't expand like you normally would think you could. You can't like just, settle like another thing over here and just grow your nation. If I were to quote unquote settle over here, I would actually just move my nation. So that is a little bit of a different take on things. Now, whether or not we can actually like go to war with some of these other nations, I actually don't know. Because I felt like when I played these guys, they were isolated and I didn't have anybody nearby. Maybe the map has changed since I played them last. I don't remember. We do have too few rivals. So apparently that doesn't mean we can't have rivals. What nations have rivaled us? So the Zuni and the Owenga, I'm going to brutalize these names. I apologize. Appear to have rivaled us, I assume. So I guess we will rival the Zuni back. Was it the Zuni or Zia? Zuni. Okay, so yeah, I was making sure I had that right. So the Zuni have rivaled us. And I guess these guys over here have rivaled us. I assume that means that we can conquer some of these guys if we want to. Who else do we want to rival? I mean, do we just rival the Zia as well just because they're right here? Might as well. I mean, we want to kind of go to town on some of these guys pretty early on, I feel like. If that's even a chance of us expanding in that way. We don't have any advisors, obviously, like that. Early in the game, you don't typically grab advisors. unless they're for very specific reasons. So none of these are going to be worth us grabbing right now. Trade efficiency, I mean, none of these are really going to be worth that much either. And then we've got, I mean, these can sometimes be like a discipline guy, can sometimes be extremely important early on in the game. That's a really big help for us. But for right now, I think we just need our points as much as possible. Man, I feel like there's more menus here, aren't there? So we got the Navajo. I'm just going to try and breeze through these. Typical for a Paradox game. It's very unlikely that I'm going to actually unpause here. I'm actually going to go ahead and close out my camera. That's what I did for the Crusader Kings game. There's just so much information on the screen here. I did try to blow up the resolution. I think I'm at 1.3 scale. It still looks a little small to me. If it's still small to you guys, let me know. I'll try to blow up a little bit more, but I am kind of running into a little bit of space issues here as far as this menu, as you can see. So I don't have that much more that I can blow it up, but I do play on a high resolution monitor, so I apologize if it is hard to see. We are making a profit at the moment, which is a bit surprising. And our army maintenance is maxed out, so making a profit with high army maintenance is always a good thing. Obviously, trade is going to be virtually non-existent. Technologies, we are obviously going for whatever early native technology that we can go for here. So got archers coming up. I mean, usually getting an early military advantage, getting to this technology before anybody else is usually a very, very good thing. A good idea overall. So if we could do something like that, that would be awesome. Military power. Ideas. Obviously, we don't have any ideas that we can pick up. So we'll have to come back to that later. In fact, I actually don't know if, can we even get ideas until, like, I guess we can, because we get all these old tales, four clans, things like that available to us. Oh, there we go. There's where it says we can recruit female generals. We have increased prestige from land battles. There's a monthly autonomy change. So good stuff with that. We do have some missions, actually. Interesting. All right, so these might be, I mean, the good thing about the missions is a lot of times they can help you get some direction of how to lead your nation. I mean, you don't have to strictly follow these, but these are typically good suggestions, if you will. So we have the Earth people. You cannot complete this mission. We need at least 2 owned provinces. Wait, what? Have a Three Sisters field? What is a Three Sisters field? Is that what this is? No. Huh. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Oh, it says at least 2. Currently 0. We'll have to play around with that. We'll have to figure out if that comes up more. We have to have a fort level 2, which will give us this. Which, what is this war warders? It gives us more fort defense. So I guess that's a thing. We need to have all provinces in the Colorado Plateau area owned by the Navajo. Awesome. That is something I would like to do. Although I'm surprised that this is the, I guess it's the Colorado River, not the Colorado, obviously, state, because the state doesn't exist back then. So all provinces of the Colorado River area down here, which obviously the Grand Canyon is right. I'm surprised it's not more visible on here. Somewhere over here, isn't it? It's hard for me to tell without state lines. So having all the provinces of the Colorado area would be helpful, which does, I mean, taking out these guys early on, if that's something we can do, would be a step in that direction. Number of royal marriages, at least 3 or more federation members. So we do want to try and form a federation if at all possible. We also want to build up our force limit, which would give us more morale of armies. That's not bad. Total army size of at least 100% of the force limit. Really? So what is our force limit right now? For some reason I thought it told us up here as well. I guess we can go look at that in the military side. Our force limit is... which one? No, it's combat width. I'm blind. What's the force limit? There we go. Force limit 4. So our force limit is 3 of 4. So getting one more troop would give us the 4 of 4. Would that get us that mission right away? Seems like it might. So that would be good. We got some decisions and stuff like that here. Introduce vision quest. Navajo gets right of passage until the end of the game, giving the following effects. Stability cost modifier is increased, but we get more yearly prestige. Huh. That might be worth just taking. Just to get some more prestige coming in. Which, I mean, where's our yearly prestige? There. So it's actually down right now. So if we actually did this, we actually would gain prestige. Is that what I'm reading? I mean, increased prestige is good for morale and things like that. So that feels like that might be worthwhile. We need a ruler that has administrative skill of at least 3, which apparently we do. I did not check that, actually. We have a 315. Oh, that's actually really good. Having 5 military skill right off the bat is going to be very, very nice. I mean, I'm tempted to focus on military, but I don't know that we need to with him being that strong. There's our religion stuff. Nothing really for us to do right now. Stability. I mean, obviously, we would like to boost stability as soon as we can. I always like to try at least positive 1 stability as much as possible. Military, again, we're going to recruit some more troops here in a moment. Probably no cavalry. Probably just more archers for the moment. That's going to be fine. And these last 2 we can't do anything with right now. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and recruit us another military dude. If we have the gold for it, which I think we do. Can't we do that from this screen? Am I blind? Okay, there we go. It's going to cost us 10 gold. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll go ahead and get that going. Get us up to 4. We do have a free advisor slots. Yes, I know. I mean, I would love to grab one of these guys, but these guys will cost us gold. 1 gold per turn monthly, which we're only making... What did I say? Yeah, that would put us in the negative. We can't afford that right now. So we would definitely get that at some point, but just not right now. And then we have some decisions. I think this is probably a good decision to go for. Maybe I wait till I increase my stability, then I take that decision. Just to make sure the first stability tick is not like super expensive. And we need 16 more, so we can get there relatively quickly and then boost the stability, and then maybe we take that decision. Something of that nature. We do have some diplomats available. We could start trying to be friends with some of these guys down here, I suppose. Actually, these guys would be in alliance with us. So how do we get to a federation? So I could be in an alliance with these 2 guys since they're further away. Maybe they'll help me with these other 3. I don't know. Why not? Let's go for it. There's probably good reasons not to go for that, but we'll go for it. How many relationships can we have on our thing? That was actually there. Sorry. We can have... I am blind. Doesn't it say it here? I'm blind, right? Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I'm like, what am I looking for? I was looking at this guy, not me. So we can have 3 total relations. Can we do like a marriage or anything like that? What is that, under relations? There it is, royal marriage. Really? Different government forms, okay. And what about you? Could we offer an alliance with you? Okay, so we have to wait a day till we get another offer. That's fine. We will let a day tick over here in just a moment. Anything else that we need to do before we unpause? I don't think so. Our merchants are not doing anything at the moment. You are free. When they're free, aren't they like at least doing something? Aren't they like collecting the home note or something like that? Is that a thing that I remember? My suspicion is that there's not any other notes that we can collect from anyway. So, yeah, we got the Rio Grande down here, and we've already got a guy. I mean, I don't think there's anything for us to do. I think they do something when they're free. I'll have to, again, remember how that works, unfortunately. So we got 57 days till we get the next troop. Anything else I want to do? We do have a missionary available, which seems irrelevant because all these guys are going to be the same religion right now. I know, I'm sure there's other actions those guys can take, though. Other than that, I think we can unpause, finally. 20 minutes into the video. I feel like I'm missing something, though. There's like government reform stuff. All right, we're going to trust the pop-ups. They'll tell us something once something is relevant and go from there. All right, so let's unpause. Let me just increase the speed. We'll go up to speed 3 for a little bit here. Actually, what is it? Oh, so they actually have already entered federations. That's not great for us. All right, so who all's in a federation now? Can we see that? Oh, no, there's Isleta. I thought it said there's Isleta joined a federation, didn't they? In federation with the Zuni. All right, so these two guys are in a federation together. Oh, and I actually see their... Oh, I thought their symbol became the same. It did not. These guys are allied. Did we get our... We already had one day go by, so I can offer an alliance to you. Which I guess I will, because again, you're further away. It's not like I can attack you anyway. So these guys are in a federation with the Zia. So these two are in a federation. These two are in a federation. I guess we could always become a federation with these guys on December 18th. So that we have 3 different federations going on here, which would be a little weird, but we'll make it work, I suppose. All right, we'll go ahead and pause. A little bit more time until our troop comes in here. Now, if these guys are in federations, I assume they attack together. All that kind of jazz. We have gained the Humiliate Rival CB against Zia Zuni. And the... Okay, so we got Humiliate against all of those guys. All right, December 18th comes around. We will go ahead and see if we can get a federation with these guys down here. Because we might as well. Sure. So now we have a federation. Which doesn't that show up down here? Yeah. So we've got the Navajo Federation. So we need 100 cohesion for some of these things. Actually, all of these things. Does the cohesion go up? Actually goes down currently. How is he stronger than us? Wouldn't we be pretty strong? Maybe it's a development thing. I guess we want to improve relations with you as well. And probably ideally with you guys as well. Actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come up here. Isn't there a way to... It's not production, is it? Oh, it is, I think. I think it is. It's down here, isn't it? Somewhere? Diplomacy. We want to improve relations with... let's do it with our allies. And then the last one, I guess that's it. We'll have another one here in a second. The last one can go to... I don't know, threatening countries or something for now. Cool. All right. Which I guess one of these guys is not doing anything right now. We did get our 4th troop. No, it's coming up in 12 days. We'll definitely increase the speed momentarily, but I wanted to get these guys all set up. All right, get you guys all merged together. Do I want to bother recruiting a general? I could also make my leader a general, but I kind of, honestly, having our leader be 315 is usually, what's the average? 333, so 9, 5, 6, 7. So we're actually at average, right? I say average. I think the average would actually be what? Yeah, okay, 8, because the max is 18, so divided by 2 is 9. So you would think, oh, I guess you can't really be 0, so I guess it's really actually a little bit higher than that. Because it would be, what, 4.5, or sorry, 3.5 or something like that. Weird. I don't know. My brain's not working all of a sudden. What do we want to do here? I want to figure out how to... Oh, got a mission fulfilled. Awesome. Did this just happen, or do we have to click this? I guess we have to click that. Wherever armies goes up, land maintenance modifier goes down. Awesome. We do need an army... That is a massive army. Right? Because we're at 4. That's 80. What? That is a massive army. That's insane. Oh, I didn't realize we could come down here and get some of these too. Huh. One of the following must be true. We have to have a province producing gems, salt, or gold. I have to have at least 3 of those. Well, let's look at... I don't have... What is it under? Trade goods? I think, yeah. So gems. That's salt. So is it said gem, salt, and gold? Is that what it said? Yeah, gem, salt, or gold. So there's salt down there. There's salt down there. We only have grain. There's salt next to us. There's actually salt in both of these provinces above us. So that would be interesting. I don't see gems or gold currently. But, I mean, you got to imagine there's gold up here in the mountains because, I mean, I might know something about the future There might be gold up in the mountains. But yeah, so definitely kind of expanding up to this way, or even kind of getting into some of these other guys would be get us at least the salt. Several other things we'll kind of take a look at as time goes by. All right. I mean, at some point we just got to do this, right? If we were to declare war on one of these guys. So which one? Okay, these two guys are together. So we don't want to declare war on him because that'll bring, I'm assuming, him into that against us. But we might be able to declare war on these guys and bring this other federation, or at least him, with us, right? Potentially. All right, let's go ahead and let our morale get maxed out here. We do have the biggest military currently, although that's not saying much. Request to join your federation from who? Mescalero. Where's Mescalero? Is that these guys? Oh, yeah, sure. You can join my federation. Why not? You're not nearby where I want to actually conquer you, and maybe we can make our federation. Yeah, not bad. You are bigger. 10.5 to our 10.49. What defines the strength? Oh, maximum manpower. Really? Why is our maximum manpower this much smaller than it is from provinces? Okay. Is that a development thing, right? So we increase our manpower by doing one of these things, don't we? So we can't exploit provinces, but I think that's a province thing, if I remember correctly. Oh, we have salt in our current province. I was not paying... Wait, what? Why did I just... Did I look at the wrong province because I'm dumb? I was looking at this one. I'll be all right, guys. So no, we definitely have salt. That's awesome. Which makes sense because it does say we have one of. All right. I think we want to plan out. Okay, let's let the month take over so we get our maximum morale, right? Maxed out. Close enough. Do we... I guess we got to bring one of these guys back. We'll bring you back. We probably... I mean, do we need a CB? Or is that a thing that we need at this level? Build spy network. I mean, we have the CB for humiliating them. I guess I can just see. Declare war. So the enemy allies are the Zia and the Zuni. The Zia will come in because they are in a federation together. The Zuni will most likely accept. It looks like our allies will not accept because of... They do not owe us at least 10 favors, huh? Interesting. Tribal border feud. So I guess it's going to have to be some time. We'll have to sit on this for a little bit before we can think about declaring war or anything of that nature. Is there anything here that would help us with, like, military stuff? Enable Federation offensive wars. Okay, there you go. That would probably be a thing. Settle costs. It's interesting. So we can straight up migrate. But I don't think we can... Before we can send colonists, we need to choose our native policy. Native tribes can't colonize. Okay, so we can't try to colonize at all, which makes sense. That's what I thought was the case, but I couldn't remember if something had changed. I don't know. We'll go ahead and pause. We'll just let this kind of progress for now. I still want to get to my stability. Have I gotten there yet? Stability. We do. So we're just there. So we will go ahead and boost our stability by 1. Then we will go to our decisions, and we will go ahead and grab... Actually, we have several things here we can grab. So we have the vision quest. Stability at least 1 will give us less national unrest. More stability cost again, though. And then this one goes to the other direction and gives us more prestige as well. Interesting. So we can just take all 3 of these, or can we? I mean, let's start with this one, maybe. Yeah, looks like we could take them all. Which actually net reduces our stability, which is interesting. We can also get State Firearm Regiment, which is more maintenance modifier, but we get a bigger drill gain from that. We need to have a military technology at least 6, which we're a long ways away from that. I don't think we have any of this stuff. Cool. All right, so military. I mean, can we be drilling them right now? Is that a thing? We have to have technology level 3, and we have to have a leader of this military, which is fine. We'll look into that later. Military. Recruit a general with our military points, or we could always get one. We can always make our leader a ruler or a military commander, but I don't know that we want to do that. Like I said, because I really was okay, and the fact that he's more military does make me happy, because it will allow us to get to that next level of military before anybody else, hopefully. All right, I realize there's a lot of talk and not a lot of action, but I feel like you've got to kind of understand your situation before you can truly unpause and just let it go. So we will definitely be doing a lot more unpausing, a lot more letting it go in the next episode. I can guarantee you that. But for now, I don't know. We're just going to build up, I guess, our federation as much as we can and see where that takes us. I guess one thing we would like to do is figure out how to increase our manpower. I don't know if that's even a thing we can do with our current province, but we'll play around with it and we'll go from there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. I really hope you guys enjoy this series. I'm looking forward to trying it out. Hopefully the beginning of this isn't too boring. There's not, obviously with limited neighbors, there's not going to be as much action as you might see in the middle of Europe somewhere. But I don't know. I think it's going to be fun to play around with something different, and we'll see where it goes. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.